Welcome to Aspire Defense. Today we have our proud student Grace Susan Binu, who got recommended in her first attempt through the Indian Navy SSC Tech Entry at the Naval Selection Board, Visakhapatnam. Okay, so welcome Grace, welcome to the session.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for inviting me.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm great. How are
Okay,
you, sir?
yeah, doing well. So how are you feeling now, before and after the recommendation? How the things are going?
Sir, I still can't get over my shock.
Okay,
Uh, I
great.
feel really blessed. After he announced my chest number, I was like, "Is there a mistake?" I kept on checking my chest number.
Okay, so many people dream of serving the nation. Can you take us back to the moment you first decided that you wanted to join the armed forces? Okay, so what inspired you to join the Indian Armed Forces?
So I am a representative of a very ordinary girl who doesn't have much big ambitions or anything like that. So
Okay,
I graduated from a private college in Kerala. After that, I joined a construction company and I'm still working there. And at a certain point of time, I felt like I'm very young and I should try something, at least try something in your life. Should try to do something else in your life. So I started to take simple steps like going for swimming classes or going for badminton classes or something like that. I just started to do something in my life and I started to get a lot of free time, and that's how I started to explore various fields. I felt like I should try something, so that's how
hmm,
I came across with the SSB interview. I knocked
okay,
different doors, and the first
okay,
door that opened for me is the call up letter for the Visakhapatnam SSC Tech interview. So after I
okay,
received that call up letter, I decided that I was totally committed and focused. That I decided that I'm going to prepare for this.
okay.
And once I decided that, the universe started to give me a lot of. Uh, wherever I go, I see something, some posters or something related to the
Okay,
SSB.
okay, very good. Okay, so does anyone in your family have a defense background?
No one,
No. What
no
about your
one.
parents? What they are doing?
Both my parents are teachers. Um, like no, none of my friends. We never actually talked about getting into military forces or anything like that.
So you're from the defense background, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So, as a young woman aspiring to join forces, okay, I would like to talk about the first moment when you decided to join the armed forces to pursue this path. So, you must have discussed with your parents. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what was the response that you got from your family?
They actually didn't have any idea about it. So they were supportive. They, even though they didn't know anything about it, they were very supportive.
Okay.
Even when I wanted to go to Visakhapatnam, I actually never traveled alone this much distance. So,
Okay.
uh, my mother was very conscious, very fearful of it. So my
Okay.
father came with me for the SSB interview. He stayed there
Yes.
in Visakhapatnam for the complete 5 days. So yeah, they were
Okay.
really supportive.
Okay. Have you seen that movie Varnamayiram?
Yes, yes, obviously.
Okay, in that movie, Surya, okay, disclosing that thing, I'm going to join. I'm thinking about joining the army. At that time,
Mm.
his mother is not agreeing with that decision, right?
Exactly, exactly.
So that doesn't
My,
happen,
my
right?
mother has no problem in joining Indian Navy or anything, but she
Okay,
doesn't want me to travel a lot alone. That's his
okay,
only concern.
okay, okay. So you appeared for the SSB interview after the Operation Sindoor,
Yes, yes.
and you must have seen the brave female officers like Colonel Sofia Qureshi, Wing Commander Vyomika Singh. So did that motivate, or
Oh,
ever you got any
obviously.
questions to the
Yes.
Operation Sindoor in during the personal interview or any part of that process?
My lecturer, I was very nervous about my lecturate.
Oh, okay.
So the topic I got is unity and diversity. Fortunately, I
Okay.
got a very simple topic. And in that interview, I mentioned the Helgam attack and why they Pakistan wanted to attack. What is their motive? They wanted
Hmm.
partition. They wanted fight between religion in our country. So that kind of topic was there. I mentioned them, and even during the group discussion, also
Hmm.
One topic was women contribution in our country. So
Okay.
obviously, I mentioned them everything.
Okay. Okay. So you have part of our exclusive SSB interview mentorship program, right? So how was that
Yes.
experience?
I have not approached any other coaching institutes or anything. So the only exposure I got it's about the SSB interviews from the SPY
So
Defense.
how was that experience?
So one thing that was very interesting is that all these videos were very crisp and short.
Hmm.
So it is very engaging. And once you
Okay.
watch Anirudh
Okay.
sir's,
One thing I have to say. Okay. I don't know whether you remember or not. Okay. During the orientation session, I took that session. Okay. I still remember you asked many specific questions about the outdoor task. Okay. So how we can practice these things online without touching the ground, right?
yeah,
So now you have gone through the entire process. You got recommended. So what do you think now? Is necessary to practice the outdoor task on the ground, especially
no,
that PGT, HGT?
no, never. Like during the individual section, I there was this tiger loop. I just hold on to the big rock and I just fell down, and
Ah,
my fingers were broken. So
okay,
one thing that you can do is just getting physical exercise only. That's because my hands are too soft. That's the only part where I thought that I needed physical exposure. Other than that, commander task or any other task, everything was fine.
especially in the case of PGT, HGT, command task, final group task. What do you think?
See, in during my commander task, I was not able to finish it.
Hmm,
I couldn't complete it. It was a tricky one for me.
hmm,
And the GT officer, he was shouting at me, he was scolding me, he was putting so much pressure on me, and I was so nervous, and I tried to do something, and at one point I realized that this is not going to work, and I just stopped everything and I listened to his scolding.
okay,
I just looked straight into his eyes and I just listened to his scolding, and I in the end I just said, sorry sir, can I continue? And he
okay.
said, okay. And he even mentions that you're a civil engineer, you can't even solve this simple things. What is this? And he kept on saying that in, and I could not complete it. That evening, I booked flight return tickets. I thought that I
Oh,
was
okay,
not going to get recommended, and that ticket was gone. That money is gone.
okay. No problem. Anyway, you got recommended, right?
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah. So
And the
prepare. Yeah. Tell me.
one thing about the videos, it's very short and script, which I really liked. I go to work, and when I come back, it's not time consuming. And whenever you watch Anirudh's video, you'll feel very motivated. Once you complete one video, you'll be like, oh, it is very easy. I'm going to get recommended. It is going to be very easy. But once you attempted that GD,
Hmm.
online GD,
Okay.
I
Live
realized
session,
that,
right?
yeah, I realized that you should overcome that. I have that fear of talking,
Hmm.
communication part. You should overcome that fear. So after that online group discussion, I kept on preparing, watching so much YouTube videos and all, preparing myself. I did so much preparation in that area.
Okay. Okay. So preparing for the SSB is not just about cracking that interview. Okay, it's about the personality, right?
Yeah.
Officer-like qualities. So we can go through the entire preparation journey. Okay,
Okay.
mental, physical, emotional. How did you structure your preparation? How long did it take?
I started my preparation journey was for only 2 months.
Hmm, yeah.
Once I got the call letter, I joined SPY Defense the next within the next few days. And one only thing that I did was watching the videos.
Hmm,
And other than that, there are certain things which help me a lot. Like Anirudh sir mentioned that once you go out of the group discussion,
hmm,
your body posture should be
yeah.
very confident, and you should work out very confidently. But I noticed that the judges were observing very carefully once you go out. If I
Hmm,
hadn't noticed, or if I didn't go for any coaching, I wouldn't have noticed it.
hmm,
One thing they really noticed, such simple things. And also during the GTO, when there was moments with the GT officer, he
hmm,
kept on saying, "Why you look so dull? Why are you not smiling?" uh,
mm,
why you look so nervous, and these kinds of talks were there, and being overconfident.
mm.
There were candidates who tried to be
Anyway,
also.
you have worked on these simple things. Okay, right?
Yes, yes.
Your body posture, whatever, pleasant
Yeah,
face.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
right.
Obviously, keep us pleasant smile.
Mm,
And also one thing, before the, the part where I get very nervous is not during the task, but just the moments before the task.
mm.
So analyst sir had mentioned that enjoy the process. So I kept on
Yes, that's it.
saying it
Enjoy the process.
in my mind, like enjoy the process, enjoy the process. And also I didn't have any intention to crack the SSB, and not I didn't expect to get recommended. It was my first interview, so
You are not focused
um,
on the result, right?
yeah, I
Just
wanted an
enjoy the process.
experience. Yeah, it's just I wanted to get screened in so badly so that I could be able to see all the task in my first attempt itself. That was my only intention. I never thought that I
Okay.
would be recommended. And I was chess number two, and
Mm,
chess number one was very smart. I knew that she was going to get recommended, and the last day when the results were about to announce, I told her that I think you're going to get recommended. And if you get recommended, please tell me about these medical procedures and all. And she said,
mm.
like, you're also going to sit with me during the medical procedures.
Okay. So the first day, okay, the screening day.
Mm.
Screening day itself like a mini SSB, right? OIR, PPDT, and,
Yes.
and after that, usually a fish market happens. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
how do you deal with that situation? Fish market.
Uh, no, our GD was not fish market.
Oh.
Oh yeah, maybe it was because girls, they were very. It was very decent group discussion. I was not the leading person. There were students who actively participated in group discussion. They did performed well, and some of those got recommended, and some of the candidates who did not perform well was not recommended.
Mm,
So there was this group of it, and I just pointed out very few points only
mm, mm.
during the group discussion. And I one thing is that I wore this analog watch during the
Okay.
GD. I didn't know that I should remove it, and one of the officers mentioned it.
Okay.
And the
So
OIR part, it was I didn't much practice in my OIR session. I feel like I could have improved it, and I even mentioned it during the conference also. The conference he asked me what all
okay.
things you would improve.
So when you get to know that you got screened in, okay, at that moment, what you felt?
I did actually. I was wearing the analog watch, and
Mm,
my OIR was very bad. Not very bad, but I feel like I could have done better.
moderate.
Yeah, I couldn't adjust my time.
Mm,
So I thought that I was not going to get screened in, and when I got screened in, I was happy because I knew that I'm not going to get recommended, or it was not my intention. I was happy that I was going to um, see all these tasks, because before that there was an online session, and Anirudh sir had mentioned that um, he wants all of his candidates to see get screened in at
mm.
least.
Yeah.
So I was very glad that I got screened in my first attempt.
Okay. So how was the you have seen many candidates, okay, repeaters, freshers, right? They have
Yes.
gone through offline coaching centers and everything. Okay. So what do you think? How was the mentorship program different from the regular coaching centers?
Since I have not gone for any other coaching institutes, I don't know
No,
I can do it. But
anyway,
yeah, I
you get to
sure.
know many things in online. Okay, with your candidates, friends. Right?
Yeah, sure. Um, there were during the interview, I met two girls. One, she was both of them were very smart, very brave, really good, humble, kind girls. So one said that it was her first attempt. One said that this is my first and last attempt because I have given 100% of efforts, and I was very genuine. I showed my vulnerabilities. If I'm not getting recommended, then it means this is not my thing. And there is this other girl. It was her 10th attempt, and the difference, she got recommended this time on her 10th attempt. The
10th attempt. Okay.
only difference I saw in between these two girls is the persistence.
Hmm.
Both of is the persistence and She mentioned, the girl who got recommended, she mentioned that each time she go for the um, SSB interview, she'll try to
Okay.
do some changes.
Mm,
Each and every time she was open to corrections. She
mhm.
was ready to change her perspectives, her personality, whatever required. She was very persistent. So that is the difference. So if you are persistent, if I lose hope in this, if I did not get recommended, and if I had lost hope in and did not try for other else, then I wouldn't be knowing that. See, I have that potential to get recommended. So please try again and again until
Mm.
you, because it you'll get, even during your 10th attempt you'll get it.
Okay. Okay. So the SSB interview experience, those 5 days is a different feeling, right? You have
Yes,
experienced the thing. So what surprised you most? Okay, or what challenged you the most, and what moments you will never forget?
during the SSB interview.
Yes, those 5 days.
This SSB interview has boosted my confidence a lot.
Mm,
uh, One thing, I was very conscious of my communication skills, and even during the personal interview I mentioned to the officer that I'm one of my weaknesses is my ability in communication in English and all. And in the end he said that he advised me that don't spend time and money to improve your communication is fine. He said
okay,
that it has improved my confidence a lot. And I met many people,
okay,
many students, candidates from different various parts of our country. It was my first time, and see, communicating with a lot of people, candidates from other states and all. And the physical task was very interesting. I enjoyed
okay.
the individual task a lot, and I told you that I broke my fingers and all, but it was worth it. I enjoyed it very much.
How was the stay? How was the food?
Everything was fine. Wonderful stay, wonderful food, and they gave me poha and many North Indian food, which was okay for 5 days, but for 15 days, fine. During the interval time, you can go out. There was some time, free time, so you can go out and
Okay,
have whatever you want. It was fine. Everything was fine. Wonderful. Great
okay,
experience in my life.
okay. So
Everybody should attempt this SSB interview at least
yeah,
once in your life.
yes. Okay. Next time talking about the personal interview part. Okay. Was there
Okay.
any questions that made you stop and think for a moment?
Personal interviews is the I really like my personal interview. He kept on asking me my personal life questions. I actually was very nervous because what if he asked me some general knowledge questions? My general knowledge is very weak, and I actually mentioned to the officer also about
Mm,
it, and he asked me very basic general knowledge questions. He kept on asking me about, do not lie during the personal interview. Like,
okay.
um, I told him that I'm going for swimming classes, and he asked me at which place, the
Mhm.
name of the institute. How will
Okay.
you go? You've mentioned that you do not have a scooter or vehicles. How will you go there? And I also mentioned him that I like walking. And then later he asked me, how will you spend your salary? I mentioned that I spend money on Uber. He asked
Mm,
me, if you like walking, then why Uber? So do
okay.
not lie during the interview. I was being very honest. And just be honest, that's all.
Okay. Very good.
And he kept on asking me about your future plans, and also you should have a clear idea about your future plans. About my family, any advice you give to your brother, what advice your brother gives me, and about your parents, their relation, how you spend time with your family. Lot of personal questions, and the common factor you see in all your friends. Ask me about the best friend in my school days, college days, and best teachers, why, and the common factor you see in all of them, why you chose that person as your best friend. So many personal questions.
Okay. So in the whole SSB interview procedure, okay. So which
Yes,
task you feel that it's more tough,
everything was moderate for
moderate?
me. Yeah, for me, commander task I could not complete it.
Okay.
But I was recommended.
Okay.
And then
So command task that you think it was more tough.
it was a tricky one for me,
Hmm. Okay.
a little bit hard. And all other GTO tasks was very fun.
Okay.
Mm,
What about the
the
group obstacle race?
wonderful was that was very interesting.
Okay. Is there any
Yeah,
funny moments happened during the group obstacle race?
I was stuck on that wall.
Okay.
I got onto that wall and I started to help others to get onto it. But I got on that wall at second, and I started helping others, and everyone was jumping so fastly to the other side. So I was stuck. I actually helped the entire candidates to go out to the other side.
Okay.
And funny moments, everything was happy.
Okay. So looking back now, okay, what were some misconceptions you had about SSB interview? Okay, before attending. Okay, and how did your real experience change your perspective?
The thing that I thought that I wouldn't be get recommended.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Apart from that,
Apart from that, misconception is that, yeah, um, one thing, not my misconception, but many of the candidates I saw that they were trying to put forward in even during the task, they were try to actively raise their voice and put forward some ideas. They think that if you do not put forward so much ideas and so much topics or say
hmm,
something, you should make that mark. It is not required. Just be yourself, be calm, be yourself. Just point out some certain points and nothing more. Nothing. Just be yourself. That's all.
that's all.
Yeah. Just try to be a better person and attend the interview with a very positive mindset.
Okay. So how's the response after getting recommended? You're attending family functions, meeting friends. How's that?
Everything changed. Everything changed. Like
Okay.
my grandmother, I have two grandmothers, like my mother's side and my father's side. Both of them are very happy. They kept on telling to everyone around me, and they started asking me when is the joining date and all, even though
Hmm,
the merit list has not been announced. But my parents, they are very happy, very proud of me. My
hmm.
brother, everyone is so happy. Everything changed. Actually, my confidence level has boosted a lot.
And what about your college friends?
They started calling me. Lot of them are calling me, and I actually recommend everyone to the Aspire Defense. I just recommend this one to everybody I know
Thank you.
who contact me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can genuinely give me feedback about our SSB mentorship program. Okay.
Mm.
When yeah.
Genuine feedback. See, um, the videos. Listen to all the videos. The simple things he mentions matters, and do not go without proper preparation. And ppndt section, actually it sounds very easy, just a picture, make a story, narrate it, but there is a pattern. So I kept on sending Anirudh a lot of descriptions,
Hmm,
and he corrects me, and I realized that the stories that I made from my personal experiences.
hmm,
He says that these stories are good, these stories are fine. All those stories might be a personal experiences. Even during the screening part, I was very lucky that I got a picture which I was able to connect with my personal incident. You need a problem, you need a solution. There is this pattern. Only if you practice it, you can crack it.
yeah.
If I had not prepared it, then I wouldn't be able to. So the uh, during the group discussion also, once you attended the group discussion, you realize that you need that confidence to speak up. And once I realized that, even though during the videos I thought that it is very easy, it is going to be very easy, nothing much, but once you really participated in a real group discussion, then I realized that I need a bit more confidence because this is my first time.
Hmm.
I needed a little bit more preparation,
Hmm.
and I practiced a lot. And the genuine response. Anirudh sir is a really inspiring person.
Okay.
um,
Okay.
that helped me a lot. I'm really glad that if I got recommended, all credits goes to Aspire Defense. I have no other coachings or anything, so that itself speaks, right?
Okay. So who's your role model, Grace?
I do not have any particular role model, but I watch a lot of APJ Abdul Kalam speeches and all because he's very. There are a lot of kind leaders, but APJ Abdul Kalam, I've never seen any videos or anything where he shows a little bit of anger or any other emotions other than kindness. So
Okay.
he's one of the persons that I really liked. And other than that, in my personal family and among friends and all, and Anirudh sir is also an inspiring person.
Okay. Getting it.
Yeah.
Okay. So what message would you like to give young aspirants, especially young girls, okay, who are the future leaders of our India and armed forces, okay? So what message would you like to give?
Um, just start, just do start a simple steps forward. That's how I started. I am. I told you that I'm not a person with big ambitions or anything. I was not a person like that. And I just started with simple steps. I started to go for a morning walk. Then I saw this badminton place and I thought of going for badminton coaching and then swimming classes. And then I thought like I could do much more in my life. So I should at least try for various things. So do take the steps. Do not get for especially girls. I know that uh, everyone is feared
Hmm.
like going out alone and all. Just overcome that fear. Do take steps. uh, if you take simple steps in your life, you'll get to that point. Start from very simple things.
Yeah.
And yeah, just make the move. Don't just sit there watch reels. Just make simple moves. That's all.
Okay. So thank you, Grace. Thank you for being here. Okay.
Yes,
So I'm wishing you all the best in the future. Okay, you're going to join the prestigious Indian Naval Academy zone.
I hope so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Thank you, Grace.